On average, 96,681 crashes are reported to the Connecticut Department of Transportation each year. That's 265 crashes every day. We want to make our roads safe and have fewer crashes, but where do we start? How do we start? We start by looking at crash data. Crash data tells us three things. It tells us how many crashes are happening, where the crashes are happening, and sometimes what is potentially causing them. In Connecticut, the place to go to find crash data is the Connecticut Crash Data Repository. This is the Connecticut Crash Data Repository and how it works. When a crash happens, a police officer goes to the scene of the crash. The officer fills out a report and documents information such as the number of people and cars in the crash, whether or not the driver was intoxicated or distracted, and what the weather was like at the time of the crash. So when a crash happens, a report full of information is filled out. Then what? Then, the Connecticut Department of Transportation collects all the reports and gives them to us here at the Connecticut Transportation Safety Research Center, or CTSRC for short. This is where details from the crash reports are compiled and imported into the Connecticut Crash Data Repository. The details are turned into crash data that you can search and use to make your town a safer place. Now all of the information from the reported crashes all over the state is in one place. The repository can be searched by town officials, law enforcement, and concerned citizens who want to improve safety in their town. They can search for answers to questions like, how many crashes are in my town? More than in others? Or, what type of crash in my town is most deadly? Ones involving cars or pedestrians? All of the information you are searching for pops right up on your computer screen in a table, ready for you to use. So let's recap. You want to make your town safer, so you need crash data. You go to the Connecticut Crash Data Repository and run a search. The search looks through details of all the crashes that have been reported all over the state. And it gives you a table of data with the answer to your question. Now you can take this information and see what things can be improved and where things can be improved in your town, so it can be safer and have fewer crashes. This has been the Connecticut Crash Data Repository and how it works. To visit the Crash Data Repository, go to ctcrash.uconn.edu. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and check out our YouTube channel for more crash data information.